Hi, my name is Adam Frisch, and I am here to show you my Capstone project I created called Recipe Finder. It is a application that uses a user's input inside of a search parameter and returns a recipe based off of what they have entered. So a little bit about myself and what started my journey into coding. Well, that's a fairly easy one to answer. I was working a lot of blue collar jobs, and they were very physically active ones, and it wasn't exactly challenging me mentally. But I had a family to take care of, and I wanted to provide them a future that I could be proud of. So I did what I needed to do. With that being said, on a personal note, about 5 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer and then later turned into liver cancer. In those 5 years, she showed me what it really meant to fight and be strong and to be determined on a single thought and a single process and trying to beat cancer. Unfortunately, she did not win that battle, but leading by her example and leading by the ways she's shown me her strength and determination, I know that coding was something that I want to fight for. I created the recipe based application because I'm a foodie. I love food. Food brings people together. Food can bring people together on a table where they can laugh and be joyful and have a good time, regardless of what has happened throughout their world at that time. Food's a magical thing. I completed the project in a 10-day sprint, and the technologies I used were JavaScript, CSS for basic styling, React.js and React packages, Postman, Rapid API, which I use the Tasty API for my recipe-based backend, HTML, Material UI, Material Design Lite, which was for some basic design layouts for my page, Draw.io for my ERD, MySQL for the local database, Google, and Django REST framework. Now that you know what kind of technologies I've used in my application, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the application itself? So as you can see here, I have a username and a password. I'm going to log into a user that already has some information saved underneath. So I will type in my username and password here. I hit login, and I get my welcome message here. Now, before we start using the search for recipe here, why don't we look at some of the functionalities that I've coded? About me, just a quick section to say thank you to the devCodeCamp team, the instructors, my team members that I work with on a multitude of my projects, and a little bit about my backstory. My pantry is ingredients names listed here and best by dates listed here. As you can see, I have mushrooms, chicken breast, pepper, shredded mozzarella cheese, chicken soup, soy sauce. Let's say I wanted to add, how about we add hot sauce? And I come down here and I enter the best by date. Let's say it's got a long best by date. We're going to go September 12th. We're going to add to pantry. As you can see, hot sauce has now been added. These two prompt windows are informing me that my mushrooms and my chicken breast have both expired and within my pantry based off the best by date here. In my favorite recipes, these are recipes that you can utilize and save, that the user can use and utilize for later use based off of their search results and the recipes that they've liked. So why don't we head back to the actual search parameter itself? Why don't we utilize one of the ingredients that we had in our pantry? Why don't we look up shredded mozzarella cheese? And see, I can't spell. Sometimes it happens. All right, so I'm going to hit recipes await you. And as you can see here, these are the top 5 results, which are also labeled alphabetically. Cast iron skillet pizza, cheesy volcano fried rice, green corn dogs, pizza bagels, and pizza in a mug. Why don't we look at pizza bagels, for example? If I click on pizza bagels down here, the drop-down window from underneath the actual picture of pizza bagels reveals pizza sauce and mini pepperoni. As you notice, there's cheese on this pizza bagel. Well, the way I have the filtration system set up, I have a comparative operation that compares the ingredients that I have within my pantry compared to the ingredients that are being shown on the page. Since I already have mozzarella shredded cheese, it won't show it here on the ingredients list down here, as this is showing what ingredients I have left to make that recipe. For example, pizza in a mug, same thing. If we look, we have sauce, garlic powder, pepperoni, but no cheese. That's because cheese is something we have in our pantry and we don't need that to complete the recipe. So let's say I want to do this cast iron skillet pizza. And I'm like, you know what? I tried it. It's very good. I'm going to go over here and hit the heart icon. And when I do, I will get a prompt as shown over here that has been added to my favorites list. So if we come back and we look at our favorite recipes here, cast iron skillet pizza has been put in place here. For future iterations of my project, I'd like to be able to have the user click on these favorite recipes and bring them directly to the recipe so they know exactly what they need to do. In the pantry, I'd like to be able to iterate a delete functionality. So when you have an alert for mushrooms or chicken being expired, a button will pop up along with a prompt, allowing you to delete the item that has been expired from your pantry. I want to say thank you very much for staying by and listening to my spiel. And I just wanted to say, it's been an amazing journey. And I'm extremely proud of where I've come and what I've accomplished during this project. I'm an overly humble person, and it's not easy for me to admit that I'm proud of myself, but I am. I really, really am. And I'm excited to see where this journey takes me. I'm excited to see what kind of promising career in code that I can accomplish. And if you have any comments or any type of rebuttal from this video, please, by all means, look me up. I have a LinkedIn, I have my GitHub, and I'd love to hear any of your input and interactions. With that being said, thank you so much for stopping by and have a great day.